YouTube, what's good? We are back today with Sunday's NBA plays for December 14th, 2025. Here's the slate we have for today. So we have the Wizards versus Pacers in about 10 minutes as of recording. We got the Hornets versus the Cavaliers, 76ers versus Hawks, Bucks versus Nets, Kings versus Timberwolves, Pelicans versus Bulls, Lakers versus Suns, and Warriors versus Trailblazers. There are only three games that I really like out of all these games, so we're going to get straight to that. The first game I like is 76ers versus the Hawks. Let's look at the injury report. Tyrese Maxey out. This is huge. This is their leading scorer. Kelly Oubre Jr. out. Joel Embiid, game time decision. Hunter Salas, game time decision. And Trendon Watford out. So this is a lot of points out guaranteed. And with Joel Embiid, very iffy. Nafali Dante, he's out. Kristaps Porzingis is out, which is huge. Nikhil Alexander Walker's game time decision, which is huge. Trey Young out, we knew that. And John Ye, he is a game time decision. And the pick that I like for today is Jalen Johnson rebounds over 10.5. Now, I'm the type to buy it down. So 10.5 is at minus 105. They project him to go over, but I just bought the 10 straight to play it safe. I think it's a minus 150. It's a minus 150, but even with the odds at minus 150, you still get great probability. So I'm rocking with that one. And the reason why I wanted to do him on his rebounds is simply because the 76ers are in the bottom 10 in field goal percentage. They take a lot of shots and they shoot around 40%. You know what I'm saying? It's not terrible, but because they shoot so many shots, it makes it very possible for Jalen Johnson to get this rebound. It gives other teams opportunities to grab boards, and Jalen Johnson is a board monster. As you can see here, he's covered this line 14. Uh, he covered this line 14 out of 9 times, or 14 out of 25 times. So he's 14-9, and he's covered it in the last 6 games straight at 10.5. And if we're going to look based off of field goal percentage, which is what we filtered out to get this pick, Washington is in that group. He covered that line. Philly's in that group. He covered that line again. Cleveland is in that group. He covered that line. Pelicans are in that group. He covered that line. And Utah's in that group. He covered that line. So a lot of these teams that he covered, it was against teams who have a lower than 45% field goal percentage, I believe. I mean, obviously, Washington and Charlotte right here, he didn't cover on these games. I actually watched this game. He played terrible that game. But without Nikhil Alexander Walker and Kristaps Porzingis, the only other people that can really get those boards are Moge and Aquanqua, Big O. So, or not Aquanqua, whatever his name is, Big O. I think his last name is Aquanqua. But Jalen Johnson's been grabbing those boards with him there anyway. So, I like this. This is probably my second favorite pick of the day. Let's move on to the next play, which is the Bucks versus the Nets. We have AJ Green out, which is pretty good. He's their spark plug. Giannis is out, and for the rest of this 2025 year, Torian Prince is out till next year. For the Nets, you got Ben Seraph out. Game time decision for Liddell. Cam Thomas is out, which is huge. Just at least 23, 24 points a game that you're missing. And Haywood Highsmith is out. Now, for this pick, I like Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. was a sleeper pick. I was not betting on him at the very, very, very beginning of the season. I bet on him last weekend, and he hit for me the first time. And his line to me is ridiculously low, 25.5 points. Like I said, I bought it down to 25. Why they have him projected at 22, I don't know. Like I said, Cam Thomas is out. Hello, there's no Cam Thomas. He is the only and leading and primary scorer on this Nets team. Michael Porter Jr. does not pass the fucking ball. his assist line is at 3. However, they run everything through him. So with his line being at 25.5, I bought it down to 25. 25 was minus 135. It actually surprises me so much because his line was at 26.5 when I hit last weekend, and he dropped 34. So, and look at on his over under record this year, it's 15 and fucking 5. Like, what are we doing? He's hit it 4 out of the last 5 games, and out of those 4 of the last 5 games, New Orleans is in the bottom 10 for points allowed. They give up the most points in the league. Chicago is in the bottom 10 in points allowed. Charlotte is in the bottom 10 of points allowed. Washington is in the bottom 10 in points allowed. Indiana is in the bottom 10 of points allowed. So all of these teams that are in the bottom 10 in points allowed, he has covered the lines. And Milwaukee is also in the bottom 10, and that's who they are playing today. And Milwaukee is not a pushover team. Even without Giannis, they'll keep it close. You got Kyle Kuzma who'll keep it close. You got Kevin Porter Jr. You got Ryan Rollins. They're over there getting buckets. And the Nets, they're not the best team, but this is a matchup where I feel like it'll be fairly competitive. I mean, I think Milwaukee could pull away with this one, but Michael Porter Jr. will definitely be giving them buckets. Like he's just going to chuck and shoot. The only way this one hit is if he had a bad game, but he's going to have plenty of opportunity to hit this line. And with him hitting it 15 out of 20 times and he hit it 8 out of the last 15, like I'm super confident. This is my favorite pick of the day. I'm going Michael Porter Jr. for 25 plus points. And before we get to the last game, I just want to ask you to leave a like and subscribe. Today is Sunday, so I'll be dropping my very first $50 to $500 challenge. I want you guys to be along, stay along with the journey, so we can build our bankroll together. So y'all can get kind of like in the mindset of what I'm doing. So if you want to be a part of that journey, hit the subscribe button, tap in, but hit the like button. That way you can get this video in your feed every time I post and upload. So without further ado, the last game we have is the Warriors versus the Trailblazers. I do not like to bet on my favorite team, but one of my favorite things to do is bet against my favorite team because I watch them so much. I know their tendencies. Al Horford, he is out for the Warriors, which is kind of big, but kind of not. We kind of expected it. Trailblazers, they're missing a game time decision for Robert Williams, which is huge rebounds wise. Youngkin, game time decision. Matisse Thybulle out. Drew Holiday out, and Donovan Clingan game time decision. Now, my favorite pick for today would be Donovan Clingan rebounds. However, they're saying he's out, but he hasn't been ruled out as of right now. On the injury report, it still says game time decision. If we click on his name real quick, let's see. Still game time decision. Listed questionable. But if he does play, I like his line at 10 plus. He's hit this line so many times. It's at a minus 145, yet there's still edge on this. One minus 145, I believe, was a 58% or 59% chance of hitting. He still had an edge because he's hit this line a lot. If we go down here, obviously at 10.5, maybe not, but versus teams in that bottom bottom 10 in field goal percentage. You got Cleveland, he hit. You got Milwaukee, he hit. You got Golden State, he hit it at 10. Remember, it's not at 10.5 that I'm looking at. I'm looking at 10. He hit it at 10 there. Chicago, he hit it at 10. Phoenix is one of those teams. He hit it at 10. Dallas isn't. New Orleans is. He hit 10. So a lot of these teams, he was close or he hit it. He hit the line at 10. So I like it. He's 13-8 on the over and under. The under hit 8 out of the last 15 games, but he hasn't been playing. He's been injured. So the only thing I think that would stop this from hitting is the fact that he would not play at all. The Warriors, they be chucking shots. I took Rudy Gobert for 10 plus rebounds versus the Warriors, and he got 14. With their bigs being out, Draymond's back. That plays a difference. Jonathan Kuminga has not been getting no minutes. He's a reboundaholic. So without him on the floor, Al Horford being out, that's the less rebounds. Quentin Post, he's 7 foot. He can give you some effort, but Donovan Clingan, 7-footer. I'm taking him for the rebounds against a shooting team like the Warriors. And those are my picks for today. I always recommend choose your favorite play, make it a straight bet. If you want to parlay, take a small amount and parlay them together. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down what bet you're gonna do today, what prop you're gonna do. Drop it down in the comments, and let me know if you guys tell and how it works for you. So I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.